sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor's sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. These guys come in here winners of 2 straight. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. These guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Give up the middle, Jenkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into space at the 45. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Browns first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 3 at the Bengals' 42-yard line.
Now back to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. We're hearing the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
An inside run with Jenkins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
Yeah, it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And just shutting him off there. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll drop the throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run up the middle with Irving. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And you see the numbers for Irving in last week's ball game. 12 carries, 53 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They go play action here on 1st down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Left going to the air. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Escaping a tackle at the 25. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get scouted up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. And 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. A gain of 12.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. The Bengals at 9-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Ball start. Offense.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd down. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15. At the 23-yard line.
Back to throw again. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. That's complete. Right side. It's Bond.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw here.
Now he's going to step.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, their line coach will.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. We'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he went that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle?
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Quinshon Judkins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. And just what you want on a 1st down run, call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Bengals.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bengals 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st down. 1st and goal, Cincinnati.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Pearson on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
17.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Browns, first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the in route, complete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down, Cincinnati.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team. Brandon Godden, and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Bengals first down.
Once again, it's Irvin.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
2nd down and 8.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
It's JOK, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, in there for the sack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Judkins.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Over the middle, he's got Bond.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
Number 60.
And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's got a man. That's Bond. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
39-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They go play action here on first down.
Throwing left left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll give it to Jenkins.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 45.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That's good for a Browns first down.
On first down, here's Jenkins.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
A nice little juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
First down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
3 yards on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one in.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Bucky Irving from 3 yards out. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end and make a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 2. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 33-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he goes out right around the 39.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Bond. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. For the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
David Njoku. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete. Right side, it's Bond. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. We'll swing this out to Judkins. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A give. Here's Judkins.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Once again, Judkins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Quinshon Judkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Second and 14.
Find his man on the outside.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
He'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
The 49-yard line.
He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And the Bengals first down. 24-yard gain on the play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown!
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A gain of 5. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job at bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And 5.
They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Second and 10.
Intended for David Njoku. It's now second and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now a second and 2.
Number 3, Jerry Judy. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Game. Offense.
Here's a second and 7.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And the Browns are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Browns first
In
down.
motion left, the tight end.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jenkins, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slob their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Burton here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Irving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
Finding room at midfield. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And they take a knee.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for Cincinnati, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.